Rare photos you've never seen before. This was Lenin's last photo. At this point, he had already 3 strokes and was completely mute. It was taken on 1923, 1 year before he passed. The U.S. Coast Guard cutter Spencer destroys a German submarine on April 17th in 1943. This was the last public execution by a guillotine in 1939. Mr. Rogers took a stand against racial inequality by inviting a black officer in his show, offering him a cooling bath for his feet. This is a rare photo of German soldiers reacting to footage of concentration camps in 1945. Looking on their reaction, some of them really had no clue on what was happening inside these camps. People from Leningrad gathered around a bomb, which was thrown by Germans in 1943. Fortunately, it did not explode. This is the gigantic German warship Bismarck that was sunk in the North Atlantic on May 27th in 1941. It was not sunk by the Allies, but Germans did it because the ship had been badly damaged. A soldier sprays the interior of an Italian house with a mixture of DDT and kerosene in order to control malaria during World War II in 1945. These are the remains of a Russian cosmonaut, Vladimir Komarov, who fell from space back in 1967. Hitler is feeding a squirrel. This was a propaganda poster stating that Führer loves animals before anything else. A unique moment where soldiers of World War I paying tribute to the millions of horses and donkeys that passed away during the war. This is how they were testing helmets' durability back in the 1910s. A photo of Rome's crypt that contains the remains of 4,000 Capuchin and was taken around 1900. A German soldier trying to help a French soldier he had shot few seconds before. This unique photo was taken in the Battle of France on June 1940. A terrifying photo of the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 1944. This is how unemployed people were asking for any job back on 1930. German youths wear bike tires repurposed as swimming aids in 1925. This was the most innocent war in history. Republican Party supporters and Democratic Party supporters are fighting with snowballs in front of the Capitol in Washington in 1921. An utility worker giving mouth-to-mouth to a coworker trying to save his life after he contacted a high-voltage wire in 1967. This was the first woman who ran the Boston Marathon in 1966. Bobby Gibb ran without a number because back then women were not allowed to take part in such events. A photo of Marilyn Monroe's first wedding. She was only 16 years old back in 1942. A French woman pours cider for a British gunner in Lisieux battle on France in August 1944. A photo of Edouard Bloch, the physician of the Hitler family in his office on 1938. The odd thing is that Bloch was Jew, and he stood under Hitler's personal protection. The ship Queen Elizabeth arrives at the port of New York. On board are soldiers returning from World War II in 1945. The 1904 World's Fair featured a Philippine reservation exhibit where over 1,000 indigenous Filipinos were forced to live on display. Some photos show Igorot tribe people performing daily rituals for spectators. Back in the 1960s, people were hired by bar owners in Istanbul to carry drunk people to their homes in baskets. An era that smartphones hadn't been invented yet. Dancers in a nightclub playing chess. It was 1958 in New York. A Scottish piper in a kilt on the battlefield during World War I, trying to inspire his men. A really dangerous scene of men painting the Eiffel Tower.